All right, now that we've got our data into Plotly, now let's make a scatter plot with some regression models. So I should already have this chart type menu over here, and it's already set on scatter plot for me, which is perfect. Now I just need to define what I want my x and y, or my independent and dependent variables, to be. So for x, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to select A, which are my years, and you can see that it's already graphed all the years. And now for y, I'm going to select B, which is all of my data. And so if I scroll down, I can see what my scatter plot looks like for all of my data. I can see there's a nice decreasing trend going on here with infant mortality rates, which is an awesome thing that we have fewer dead babies. Next, what I want to do is to put a linear regression model in here. So the next thing I want you to do is go over here on the left side to Analysis and click on the Analysis button. And down here it says Curve Fitting. And then click on Fit. Chart type, we're going to select this B. I'm assuming this is going to be the same thing for everybody, unless you have other graphs present. And first we're just going to do a linear model here. So I'm going to select Run. And I can see here's the linear model that is now applied to my data. And I can see it's not that great of a fit, right? It doesn't fit it too well. It's not terrible, but still at the same time, it's not all that great. We can clearly see our data has a little bit of non-linearity to it, some curvature. Now, some important things to note is here is the R-squared value. And if you remember what the R-squared value meant from Chapter 3, we know that 0.97 is a pretty decent R-squared value. The mean squared error, we want that to be as low as possible. We want our R-squared value to be as high as possible, as closest to 1. And then we have our slope and y-intercept for our equation. Now, what I want you to do is when we get to the next part in the next video is I'm going to have you use all of these numbers, okay? Literally all of those decimal numbers. I found out that if we try rounding some of these decimal numbers, that it really screws up the next part where I want you to make some predictions. So the next thing I want you to do is to make a screenshot of this, because you're going to send me or include this in a Google Doc or a Word document that you're going to email me or share with me at some point at the end of this project. So how do you screenshot on a Chromebook if you are using your Chromebook? If you're using just a regular laptop, you should have a button that says Print Screen. It's usually up above the backspace, or it's right next to the Delete button. At least that's the way it is on my computer. On a Chromebook, how to do a screenshot is you want to hold down the Control button, and you want to press the Switching Windows button, which looks like this. It should be up probably top center of your Chromebook. I know this isn't exactly what your Chromebook looks like, but I thought it looked pretty close to it. So that's how you're going to do a screenshot. So going back to Plotly here, I want you to make a screenshot of this, and then I want you to insert this into a Google Doc or a Word document, and this will be part of your project. Okay, so this is kind of the first part here. In the next video, I'll tell you exactly what I want you to do now with these values.